Hey guys, so for my first tutorial for Halloween I just wanted to do something simple, just in case anybody didn't want to go really dramatic and like dress up as anything major. So I made this look more on the wearable side. First up I'm taking my Morphe 35C palette, and this has like all the colours of the rainbow in it. It's really good, the shadows are really pigmented and there's a really good range of colours in there and they're all matte. So since I've already kind of prepped my skin and I used quite a light foundation, I'm just setting my eyelids from everywhere, basically just from the eyelid to the brow bone, all over the crease with a sort of white eyeshadow, and that will just help the colours blend over the top much easier. Next I'm going in with a very light brown through the crease with the same idea of just setting that base for the brighter colours that we're just going to go on top with. Yeah, this is just going to contour the eye a little bit so that we know where to place the darker colours and so that they don't look weird sort of on top of a very flat base. Now I'm going in with quite a dramatic sort of fuchsia pink, and I'm using a very little amount of this product at first, and then I'm trying to build it up so that it doesn't look too dramatic the first time I go in, and I'm just going to build up the colour to the extent that I want so that it's blended out really well, because this is kind of a transition colour as well for the darker pinks that are going to go closer to the crease. Next I wanted a real Barbie flair to this look, so I'm dabbing on the brightest pink in the whole palette. It's sort of like a fuchsia colour, and I'm just putting that on the outer third of the eye. Yeah, and just making it really built up on the outer corners. That's where the colour's going to be most concentrated. Now I'm just wiping off the brush a little bit and then taking a very small bit of the product and just blending a little bit of that through the crease as well, just so that the colours tie together a bit better and it looks kind of seamless. Also, please ignore my voice through this. I think someone may have given me a cold at the Come In Your Society's event last night at my university, and yeah, so I think that I'm getting ill, which sucks. But yeah, if my voice cracks, that's why. Now I'm taking more of a baby pink colour and I'm putting that all over my eyelid, the rest of my eyelid anyway. And I did not use a base, but you can use a base if you want this colour to really pop on your lid or to make more of a cut crease look. I personally didn't think this was necessary because in a later step I will be using a pink highlighter to sort of carve out the inner corner to make it look more cut. But yeah, I'm just using my finger to press this into my eyelid because I just thought it creates more of a pigmented effect, I feel like. And then I'm just blending that out a little bit. Yeah, so here's what I meant by that is I'm just taking this, it's like a cream highlighting stick that I got in my Makeup Revolution brow kit. And I just thought like it might make a good like inner corner highlight / base for another highlight that I might put on top, and I'm just like sort of putting that on the inner third of my eye and trying to be quite neat with it. And then because I thought it still looked a little bit messy, I sort of blended it out a tiny bit, but you can still see the contrast of the light and the dark from the crease to the inner corner. On the very inner third of the eye, even though I kind of blended it out a little bit. Now I'm just taking the Barry M Dazzle Dust in the very bright pink colour, and I thought this was just so Barbie, like I couldn't do a Barbie look without using this. And I'm just going to use a sort of flat brush to press that on top of the base that we just created, leaving the very inner corner without this product on it, because this product is quite bright and I wanted something lighter on the inner corner. So I'm just doing the inner third and sort of neatening up the kind of cut crease that we're doing. It's not really a cut crease look, but it's, you know, it's almost there. Then I decided the crease was not deep enough for my liking, so I'm taking a deeper kind of rosy colour. It kind of looks like a pinky purple, like a dark pinky purple in the palette, and it comes out, well, you can see how it comes out quite rosy, like rose petals. I quite like this colour. And I'm just building up the baby pink on the centre of the lid again, just so that there's a really pigmented sort of colour all over the lid in general. This is how it's looking so far, and I've just got to do the bottom of the lash line, which I'm just taking the colours that we put in the crease, you know, that dark rosy colour, and I'm just lining that underneath. Now I'm sort of nervously looking at the camera because it's time to do the gel liner, and I find this really hard to do on camera, but I managed to do it this time. It worked out quite well with the positioning of the mirror, and because I had 2 free hands and everything, so yeah. So I'm just lining the whole lash line on the top, sort of bringing it in quite close to the inner corner, and then dragging it all the way out and creating a wing. Now I'm going to take my liquid liner and just use that to neaten up the wing, and I find it creates more of a sharpness to the wing, because, you know, it's liquid and the gel, like, it's good, but it doesn't create as much of a sharp appearance as liquid does. So that's what I'm doing here, and then I'm just going to also create sort of like a cat eye by bringing the inner corner in. And I went really dramatic here and sort of brought it along the lower lash line as well. And now I'm using the gel to do that as well. And now I'm just doing the other eye. Then here I'm just using the gel liner again to fill in my waterline with black. And if you want to give the appearance of having like bigger eyes like Barbie does, if you want to do a more dramatic look, you can fill that area in with white eyeliner to make your eyes kind of look bigger, like a doll. But I chose to do black just because I wanted it to be a little bit more wearable, because honestly I had a lecture afterwards, and yeah, and I'm just using my beauty blender to pull down my eye to do that, because I find that a lot of the time during makeup I have like black on my fingers and I end up getting it on my concealer that I've just done underneath, which sucks. So I'm just using my beauty blender. Next it's time for the lashes, and I'm just going to curl them. And I find when I do gel eyeliner that it sort of gets caught in my lashes, and yeah, that can be quite a bother when you're trying to do mascara. So I'm just using my eyebrow comb, like my spoolie thing, to sort of comb through my lashes and make sure there's no like clumps of gel in there before I put my mascara on. Now I really coated my top and bottom lashes fully with this Rimmel Super Colour mascara, but you also can use like quite dramatic eyelashes, because obviously Barbie, her eyelashes are painted on. You can paint yours on as well. I've seen that happen in tutorials for Barbie, but I'm just doing like a more wearable look. And next I'm using my Moonchild palette in Pink Heart by Anastasia Beverly Hills, and I'm just putting that in all the usual places and putting it on the inner corners. I'm going to put it on my brow bone as well, my cheekbones, you know, the usual. Now I'm just putting some on the tip of my nose and also the bridge of my nose, and you can really go heavy on the highlight here, guys, because obviously Barbie's made of plastic. No problem with having a shine to your face, and the pink just makes it look that little bit more girly in the Barbie theme. And of course, don't forget to highlight your Cupid's bow. Now I'm going in with my brow kit by Makeup Revolution, and I'm going to be contouring with the powder shades. You can really go heavy on the contour here. You can do some cream contouring before you do your foundation base as well, if you want to make it look a bit more fake looking, like Barbie, you know. You can also go really dramatic and sort of not blend out the lines as much as I have here. But again, just making it look a little bit more wearable for, you know, those of us who just want it to look kind of natural. So I'm doing my cheekbones, down the sides of my nose. Now I'm just sort of deciding which lipstick to wear, and I thought red was way too dramatic, and you know, Barbie's more of a pink girl, so I'm using this sort of rose coloured lipstick, and it's sort of like a muted rose colour. It's not matte, I think it's more of a satin finish. You can also go in with a baby pink or a fuchsia. I think those two colours would go really well with a Barbie look. And I'm just dabbing that on, I'm not really putting on a heavy layer of that. Next I've got my Natural Collection blush in Sweet Cheeks, and this can come out really pigmented, so what I've done is I just dabbed it into the lid and dabbed it on my hand before I placed it on my face, because it can come out really dramatic. You can go kind of heavy on this if you want to, because I think Barbie has quite flushed cheeks. Yeah, she's got a real rosy cheek thing going on, so feel free to do that if you're dressing up as Barbie for Halloween. And I was just taking down my hair to do the end shot when I realised that I have not done my eyebrows. So we're going back in with that Makeup Revolution, a brow kit, and I'm just going to be using the powder. I'm not going to be filling them in with any pomade today, and I'm going to make it look kind of natural, and I'm using quite a light shade because obviously Barbie's blonde. I'm going a little bit darker than Barbie because obviously my hair isn't blonde, it's sort of like a light brown colour. So I'm just going in with like a sort of light brown and running that through my eyebrows to make them look less like patchy, you know, less sparse. I'm creating sort of a thin, slightly arched brow, not too arched. I feel like Barbie's brows are always perceived as arched, but they're not really that arched. So So this is what the finished look looks like, and I think it turned out really pretty. Like, it's not the most dramatic Barbie look you could ever do, but you know, as I said in the beginning and like throughout, it's quite a normal look that you can do for Halloween. But you know, you can also wear out and about, you know, maybe during the day if you don't have time to do your makeup for a party and you have to wear your makeup during the day first. Please like and subscribe, I would really appreciate it. So thanks for watching guys, and see you in the next one.